Funding provided by...
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we're committed to our foundation of personalized service while treating our customers like family and valuing our employees. Fairway Meat and Grocery, that's what we're all about.
By Muscle Lighting, the sports lighting specialists, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
Small businesses are the backbone of Iowa's communities, and they are backed by Iowa banks. With advice, loans, and financial services, banks across Iowa are committed to showing small businesses the way to a stronger tomorrow. Learn more at iowabankers.com.
For state championship soccer here from the capital city in Iowa, Des Moines at the Cownie Park. Iowa PBS is proud to bring you the Class 3A state championship game, as today Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln takes on the Jaguars of Ankeny Centennial. Hi again, everyone, with Justin Forster. This is BJ Shaven. What a day we've had. 2 championships already in the book. Now the stage is set for the big class in 3A, and what an interesting tale to get here.
Yeah, the Lynx from Council Bluffs, they're not really a possession team. I think what they're going to do is press to try and win the ball. They're going to let Ankeny Centennial keep the ball, win it, and counter it back. But they have the players to do it. Shimmerman up front, she scored a ton of goals, scored the winner to get here, and that's what they're going to look for.
Should be a lot of fun. Let's take a look at their resumes coming into this championship match. And as we see it, Centennial, 8 straight trip to state. They lost 8 seniors from a year ago. They've got 4 players going on to play college soccer next year. They're really balanced in scoring among their juniors with Pennington, Porter, Compton, and the freshman, Ava Martin. Now for Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln, history being made today. First ever finals appearance for any Lynx girls sports team. Senior Hannah Shimmer, you mentioned, terrific. School record set this season. Senior Paige Bracker an assist, and Vanderwerf with shutouts. The keeper is something special. Let's meet the teams right now. Let's turn it over to the public address announcer for the announcement of the teams.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cownie Soccer Complex for the 2022 Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament and this 3A championship game between the Jaguars from Ankeny Centennial and the Lynx from Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. Let's meet the teams. First, the non-starters and assistant coaches for the visiting team, the Jaguars. Number 0, Tegan Hall. Number 8, Ava Martin. Number 9, Ella Hudacek. Number 10, Gabby Lawrence. Number 12, Abigail Reichart. Number 18, Bella Hodges. Number 19, Julia Flick. Number 20, Cerie White. Number 21, Katie Compton. Number 22, Addison Fair. Number 24, Brooke Compton. The assistant coaches for the Jaguars are Peter Rama, Danielle Jackson, Nick White, and Sam Behrens. And now let's meet the non-starters for the home team, the Lynx. Number 0, Shelby Lee. Number 3, Aubrey Sandbothy. Number 4, Ella Hansen. Number 5, Allison Smith. Number 10, Aubrey McCumber. Number 12, Mackenzie Quammen. Number 13, Haley Stanton. Haley Santon. Number 14, Emma Lee. Number 15, Taylor Ferguson. Number 16, Sylvia Stott. Number 19, Stephanie Smith. Number 22, Liliana Bates. And number 25, Natalie Simons. Assistant coaches for the Lynx, Kelsey Cheney and Madison Sola. And now let's meet the starters for Ankeny Centennial. Number 2, McKenna Hilton. Number 4, Avery Lewis. Number 5, Olivia Kroska. Number 6, Alana Pennington. Number 7, Courtney Kovac. Number 11, Avery Porter. Number 14, Madison Balashaitis. Number 15, Izzy Sash. Number 16, Ellie Street. Number 25, Ella Becker. And number 99, Kate Bergen. The head coach for Ankeny Centennial is Chris Allen. And now let's meet the starting lineup for Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. Number 1, Savannah Vanderwerf. Number 6, Isabella Kane. Number 7, Lexi Mayo. Number 11, Jasmine Martinez Brigal. Number 17, Hannah Schimmer. Number 18, Piper McGuire. Number 20, Liberty Bates. Number 21, Abby Evers. Number 23, Megan Elam. Number 24, Trista Baker. And number 37, Paige Brocker. Head coach for Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln is Robbie Miller. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of our officials for today's game. Our referee, Millie Phillips. Our first assistant referee, Jamie James. Our second assistant referee, Anna Turi. And our fourth official this afternoon, Rich Hudnut. Ladies and gentlemen, good luck to both teams. It's time to play some state championship soccer.
Well, it is a gorgeous setting for the 3A title game. Here in Des Moines, mostly cloudy, 77, winds out of the southwest at 10. Hasn't been a factor yet today, but it may be developing as we go throughout the day. Weather is expected to be hitting the Des Moines area maybe a little bit later on. But as far as for how these two teams got here, you take a look at it. Centennial bested Waukee Northwest in the quarters. They knocked off top-ranked Valley, who was unbeaten, 2-1 on PKs to get into the championship. And for Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln beat Dowling Catholic 3-0, and then they beat Ankeny 1-0. They haven't allowed a goal here at the state tournament.
No, they haven't. And, just talking to the head coach just before the game, he mentioned to me that Bracker at center back has been influential. We talk about the players that are scoring goals, but he said the reason why they're here is because, one, the goalkeeper, Van der Werf, and the back line, Bracker and Elam, been absolutely brilliant.
So the Lynx going for their first ever state championship. Centennial, even though the school is somewhat relatively new, trying to go for another title they won in 2016 and 2018. And their last finals appearance came back in 2018 when they knocked off Ankeny 3-2. Now, the two did meet during the regular season on April the 1st at the Centennial Invite. And Centennial lost to Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln 2-1 in overtime.
But
yes,
Ankeny Centennial have beaten Northwest. They lost to them earlier in the season. They then went on to beat Valley and lost earlier on in the season. Is this third time lucky?
We will see. Ankeny going to be wearing the white uniforms. They are the visitor. Abraham Lincoln, the home team, wearing their blue uniforms with white numbers with a sash of red out front.
And they look to drive it down deep inside the half. And this is what they've been doing all week.
Centennial will try to make some action happen as they go in deep, and it's turned right around by Abraham Lincoln. The Lynx have a bevy of players with tons of talent this year. Most of the restarters returning off of last year's state tournament appearance. And they really scheduled up throughout the regular season. And no question, their head coach, Robbie Miller, said it made a difference here in the postseason.
What a lovely tackle there by number 23, Elam, came across. Great tackle there on McKenna Hilton.
So Centennial with the deep throw. Comes right in front of the net, will be headed back out. Nobody home for Centennial to try to careen that one in. And again, playing with a big, heavy cast in the back row for Centennial is Madison Balashitis. She injured her left arm halfway through the year, but was cleared to play. It is a big, very heavy cast. And as we know, Justin, sometimes that's used to your advantage.
Yeah, it is a bit of cushioning there, but hopefully she doesn't go smash anyone in the face. But Balashitis, she had a really good semi-final. Her and Kovacs were fantastic at the back. Slight change with the back four. Avery Lewis is coming at center, left back in the 3, but everything else is the same. There's been no other changes to the starting lineup for Centennial.
And Centennial, a team that has won 5 games in a row since losing to Ankeny towards the end of the season. And have catapulted themselves here to the championship game. Many expected to see Valley here, but Centennial turned it around. Here's Shimmer. Lots of speed, loads of talent. And Centennial certainly has her marked.
Well, Shimmer's going to be an issue here, somebody to watch out for, but I think Ellie Street has been designated to Shimmer all game, talking to Chris Allen prior to the kickoff.
Avery Porter upended on the play. No whistle. Was called clean by the referee, Millie Phillips. Terrific tackle.
Hopefully Avery Porter's okay.
And Abe Lincoln will hold this one. Let's take a look at it. It's getting physical early on here.
Well, Avery Porter, just a big touch. It looks like she just clashed knees there with Baker. As Shimmer tries to break into the box, she's a handful already so far.
Boy, the Lynx with some nifty footwork. Centennial trying to clear it.
Good ball there by Kovacs out wide to Porter, looking for the give and go.
And Bracker will turn it back. So the Lynx, where they've been dangerous all season, is kind of leading it ahead and letting Shimmer go to work. Among the top goal scorers in the state, ranks in overall in all 3 classes, ranks in the top 3. And going to be putting her talents on display at Iowa Western Community College, an early commitment there. Of course, Iowa Western, a powerhouse in the junior college ranks. And gets to stay a little bit closer to home, too.
Ella Street, first to the ball there on Shimmer. Becker, she's going to sit in the midfield, just holding. She'll have Pennington and Kroska just ahead of her. Either one of those two will come alongside her off the ball to act as a double 6. But Becker will just sit in there and just allow Pennington and Kroska to push forward as 10s in support of Sash. Sash likes to hold the ball up when the ball comes into feet.
Well, this Centennial team had a lot of players graduate from a year ago. They showed some inexperience at the beginning of the season. But boy, have they rallied around. They have 3 losses on the year, 18-3 overall. As they try to play it in deep here. We're really working the near side of the field. Martin will lose contact with it.
Well, they have McKenna Hilton out there, but Elam coming across to cover.
Here's Pennington. trying to get some clearance, and now Abraham Lincoln will step up.
Kenna Hilton with the touch.
Boy, Centennial with some near opportunities, just cannot take advantage of it. Abraham Lincoln defensively pretty strong with Martinez Rangel.
Rangel looks very comfortable on the ball. I was told that she's a special player, got some skill, can make things happen.
No question. In fact, her head coach, Robbie Miller, said if there was a stat for breaking ankles, she'd be #1 in it.
Has she got a bottle of Tylenol in her pocket just to drop for the ankle biters as she drifts past?
Boy, a near full house here in front of the press box today to enjoy this 3A title game. Centennial again on the prowl with Hilton. And a foul will be called on Hilton.
Mayo with Hilton. Yep. Mayo was just trying to turn with the ball, and Hilton, Kenna Hilton, just going into the back of hers. Pennington flicks the ball on, and Shimmer closing down Bergen, who's been all over social media lately with the penalty saves from the other day in the semi-final. Some fantastic saves.
It's fun to see, especially when you have heroics like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
This will go to Abraham Lincoln. So in the early goings right now, these two teams, yes, they've played against one another, but it's been a long season. A lot of games mixed in between, some unfamiliarity here. I mean, both coaches said, you know, one of the keys is going to be having defense. Defense, defense, defense. That's what they stressed. And Centennial with an opportunity with the blast. That'll be sucked up by Vanderwerf.
And that's something that the Lynx from Council Bluffs will try and do. As we look at the last piece of possession, it was cut onto, Sash cutting the ball onto her right foot, but Vanderwerf didn't have a problem with that.
Centennial trying to jet out here. Porter off into the corner with the battle, and it will be lost.
Kane did well, winning the ball.
Rangel. Again, trying to get it ahead to Shimmer. It's a foot race to the ball. Who's going to get there? The keeper will.
Kovacs just stepping in front of Shimmer. Bergen finding Becker. Going back to earlier on there, as you mentioned, BJ, is Council Bluffs are going to sit in a little bit. They're going to sit and try and win the ball and counterattack. They're going to look for Shimmer most of the time, and I think that's something that Chris Allen has tactically sorted his Centennial, his team out, and you can tell by Becker and Kovacs, Becker trying to screen the ball in, but he did say, as the ball goes into Shimmer, that Ellie Street is the one that's just going to be with her all game.
And she was there again. One of the things was knowing where Hannah Shimmer is at all times.
Kenna Hilton's got to check back to the ball and get it at feet there.
Now the blast. It's going to go wide. Can it be tracked down? Yes, Vanderwerf. Who Coach Robbie Miller said, hey, let's be honest, she's been bored most of the season.
She's going to get some action today. She got some action in the semifinal against the Hawkettes. But that's how the season goes. It's the competition levels. And when you get to the sub-states and state, even at sub-states, they didn't really have much competition. But coming into state, the state week, this is where you really find the competition. It gets very, very competitive. I see Katie Compton coming in. She'll probably come in for McKenna Hilton, would be my prediction. Carrying a slight injury.
The free kick by Abraham Lincoln. Shimmer locked in with quite the grudge match with Ellie Street, and Street again prevails.
Not enough texture on the pass there by Hilton. I think I'm wrong. Yeah, Avery Porter picked up an injury, so Katie Compton's gone on the right. Ava Martin coming in up front for Sash.
Number 21, Katie Compton.
And then Smith, Santon, and Bates have come in for the Lynx.
Centennial with the steal with Kroska. And Vanderwerf not afraid to live on the edge.
Not afraid at all. Not afraid. You can tell. You can tell she's a proper goalkeeper, though. Just looking at her presence, she has that athletic ability. She reads the game well. Katie Compton coming in on the far side in the 7 right wing position for the Centennial is an impact player. I mean, she'll come in and cause some problems. It's just no matter how long she lasts. On the ball now.
Centennial with some good spacing here. Pennington looking to run it in. Pennington with her left foot, this one will go wide. Goal kick here coming up.
I thought she was going to play the reverse ball in there for Katie Compton, who was just inside her to her right. Would have been the perfect pass.
Well, that's something that Chris Allen says that his team tracks quite a bit, is pass accuracy. They have a goal for every game to be over 70% pass accuracy. And he said so far here at the state tournament, they've been averaging about 73%.
Very good, actually, at this level. It's a high percentage. The combinations that they have going forward are fantastic. And again, a lot of these girls play year-round together. Going through a club season and then high school, it's year-round, basically.
Could this continue to be a day of first as this ball is going to be knocked out? It'll go to the Lynx.
Elam's going through some work there, wearing jersey number 23, winning tackles.
The 1A championship went to Des Moines Christian, their first ever team title in girls soccer. And then, of course, just a few moments ago, Dallas Center Grimes in Class 2A winning their first ever state soccer championship. Now, can Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln complete the trifecta for first on the day, or will Centennial win their third overall in school history and their first since 2018?
I'll keep my predictions to myself at this point. I was wrong in the second game, right in the first game. I'll tell you if I'm right in this one at the end.
A little one-hopper from Pennington. And again, Vanderwerf has been busy here early on.
Yeah, she has, but not really threatened. As you see Elena Pennington, ball bounces in front of her, but again to the right-hand side. Ava Martin can post up, come in and show for the ball, get it at feet. There's the run from Katie Compton. What a great tackle there from her angle. Just blocking that particular pass that was going, and Katie Compton makes those inverted runs inside. She tries to get inside the outside backs and can be very effective.
Boy, just Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln had that initial threat, but since then it's been all Centennial really holding it on their side of the field.
Yeah, and Centennial, they're a possession-based team. They've got some quality players with some great technique. And this is what they're going to do. And Council Bluffs will just sit in, and they'll wait, and they'll wait. And when they do get that one chance, you'll see Zimmerman go like here. You can see her movements inverted already. this is what they're going to look for.
Trying to find Shimmer, and there's Street again.
Oh, well read there by Mayo.
And knocked down by Mayo again.
Good idea there. Definitely a good idea with that ball. Looking for Bates. Krosko winning it there in the midfield. Good challenge.
So this is the final championship of the day. Now we're starting to see more substitutes come in and out.
See Shimmer's going up.
Substitutions for the Lynx. Number 18,
Piper McGuire in.
And number 21, Abby Evers.
Evers is back in.
Keep an eye on McGuire. She's second on the team in goals scored. And seems to have a knack here at the state tournament to get on the ball.
I'd like to see players like that stay in a little bit longer rather than going out of the game too early. Good touch there from Compton. Wins a free kick.
Here we go, big moment.
Those are attendances cutting in. Compton just getting there first, little touch inside, and brought down by Kane, the left back.
Courtney Kovacs will do the free kick. She moved to center back. Halfway through the season, Minnesota State recruit. Here she goes.
A little bit too much on that. Lofted, she had options. Bending ball into the far post, just beyond the penalty spot, in line with the penalty spot. Those are the areas she needs to hit. McKenna Hilton goes out, and I see Avery Porter's come back into the game.
Substitution for Ankeny Centennial, number 11, Avery Porter.
Avery Porter's come to the left-hand side. Katie Compton is a left footer. Avery Porter right footer, so maybe they're going to look for them to come inside onto their strongest foot.
We'll see what happens here with Centennial. Again, defeated Waukee Northwest in the quarters, 2-1. Beat Valley. An extra play into penalty kicks.
Avery Porter just stretching out wide. That's really good. We spoke about that option in the last couple of games.
Now Pennington down off into the corner. That one knocked out. Last touch by Abe Lincoln.
Megan Elam again, putting the tackle in. She's the right center back. She's been stretched out into the wide areas, which is tough.
Opportunities. That one was going to be centered. Now we're going to see a corner kick here coming up. Okay.
See Kovacs going forward for the corner. She's dangerous. Aerial challenges. She's very, very dangerous.
Actually, Avery Lewis, the sophomore. Left-footed. Sends it towards the middle. The centering pass, and the header just missed.
That was Ella Becker. Also very good in the air. Just a little bit too much on the glance. It was a good ball in, outswinger from Lewis. Oh, what a ball there, but...
Now it's left open, the shot, and it's in!
What a goal! What a belter from Avery Porter. Wow. Avery Porter. But what a nice little combination. We didn't see the combination, but what an absolute belter that was. Great technique. Van der Werf actually got a right hand to the ball, and it still went in the back of the net. Avery Porter got enough power on the back into that shot, but fantastic.
So halfway through the first half, Centennial takes the lead early. Will Abraham Lincoln respond? The Lynx, as we mentioned, playing in their first ever state championship game. Their game has been taken off. Here's McGuire trying to track it down. Usually at this state tournament, they have been the aggressor.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have, definitely. But, wow, 1-0 up, they're in the advantage. They have the advantage, but we're still early here, BJ. I mean, the Lynx from Council Bluffs, they have it. They have the quality in the team as well. So Centennial can't get complacent. They need to stay focused, have to stay focused and concentrate, because you got McGuire with pace. Zimmerman, she's on the far side. Shimmer's back in, and they've got Bates up front as well. So that trio with Evers underneath, wearing jersey number 21, they've got to be careful, because they'll be dangerous coming forward. Hungry. They're hungry for it.
Boy, Centennial has the momentum. Can Abraham Lincoln turn it around?
It was a good option putting Avery Porter on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
As the ball bobbled out, and she hit that with the right foot. So a good choice at that particular moment.
And Avery Porter picking up her 10th goal of the season. And what a big moment.
Well, Pennington with lots of space on this side, near side. There goes Ava Martin with an inside run.
Pennington. Boy, terrific passing on the interiors. Compton. The centering pass just missed. Now it's up and in. How about that by Avery Porter again?
Avery Porter with the second goal after all the hard work on the far right by Katie Compton, when you thought that Kane had actually won the ball, but there it is on the far post. Well timed. Deflection off the
defender.
Right back. Yeah, right back Mayo. And there she was. Right place, right time. Ball right at her feet and placed into the corner by Avery Porter.
We've seen it so many times here at the state tournament. A team gets down by a goal, gives up one early. Another one is just tacked on. And Porter, that time the assist from Compton.
Fantastic start by Centennial. It's boosted the morale and the confidence in the team, as you can see how Ava Martin closed down the ball.
And Shimmer still remains out of the game.
Had a feisty start in the first 10 minutes. Shimmer was putting pressure on Street in the back line. But Centennial have now found their way into the game. See McKenna Hilton back in. But you can see they're going in for every tackle, every time.
This one left for McGuire. And the pass was centered by Bates, but it was not deflected back. Bates again.
Isabella Sash. Oh, that was
And a whistle, a foul. Let's see if we get a yellow here.
absolutely just chopped Sash down. Bates did. Sash taking that touch there, just getting past Bates. And whoa, I can feel that on my shins.
Oof.
That bottle of Tylenol I was talking about.
Needed it right there.
Yep, needed it right there.
Might need that extra strength.
Well, Sash has moved to left back. That's a change they made the other day just to solidify a couple of things at the back. And she's played that position before. That was a late tackle. Oh, great. Referee looked for the advantage. Didn't happen. Good decision.
Izzy Sash, who's been battle tested here today. Of course, headed to Wartburg to play soccer. Broke her toe actually on May the 4th and has been cleared to play. Chris Allen said one of the most amazing things he's seen for pain tolerance, and of course back-to-back hard tackles, fouls actually. She's saying, no, I'm fine, I'm going to stay in the game. Here's a deep pass. Look out for Avery Porter. Where is she on the field?
She's in the penalty box right now in between the two defenders. She's on a hat trick.
2-0, Centennial with the advantage. The pitch has been rocking here today for Centennial so far in the first half.
Yeah, and they're enjoying moments of possession here, as you can see. And they got the 2 goals. I think there's Porter coming in on the inverted run. Look at that.
And Vanderwerf this time will snare it.
Well, Vanderwerf commanding her area there. Just managed to step out and win the ball.
Now the lead to Bates. And again, Centennial there defensively, this time with Kovacs.
Great ball by Kovacs for Martin.
Now they find Porter again. Oof.
She keeps making that inverted run. It's causing Council Bluffs problems. She's managing to get inside Mayo, and then the connecting center back is too far apart. One of the midfielders needs to drop in a little bit deeper. You got between Baker, Rangel, and Evers.
This one dominated so far by Centennial. They've really taken Abraham Lincoln off their game. Normally an attacking team, the Jags have really taken it to them. Porter, can she track it down? It'll be a throw-in.
Wow, Avery Porter just putting pressure as the center back, Megan Elam, comes across to clear it. But Centennial do look very, very comfortable in possession.
Pennington.
Centennial definitely controlling the game.
Substitution for Abraham Lincoln, number 12, Mackenzie Varman.
Mackenzie Varman coming into the game to replace Kane.
Now Pennington will lob it ahead. Lynx just looking for a break, a seam. They try to send it in deep to Hannah Schimmer, who's back into the contest here for Abraham Lincoln. Now the selective pass. Centennial. Again. Abraham Lincoln just having trouble getting that ball advanced. The defense has been outstanding today for Centennial.
Yes, they have, definitely, with Kovac and Belanitis pairing center backs together. Ellie Street has moved to the right-hand side to take care of Schimmer, and then Sasha's moved to our near side at left back. Pennington has done well. She always checks her shoulder. She's always scanning to see what's about. If she has options, dictating the pace, communicating to her center backs, switching play.
Still a lot of time to be played in this one. 2-0, Centennial with the lead. The Lynx wanting a momentum change here. Sash. Will there be an opening here? McGuire.
Council Bluffs are being pushed back.
Good lead to Piper McGuire, quickly taken away by Sash. And we're going to see some substitutions.
Katie Compton coming back into the game for McKenna Hilton. Santon, number 13 for the Lynx, and number 22, Liliana Bates, back into the game.
Substitutions for the Lynx. Number 13, Haley Santon, and number 22, Liliana Bates.
Centennial will be quite happy to keep the ball there. See how the centre back split, creating space for the goalkeeper Bergen to play to. They'll be all right with that, to be honest with you, BJ. If there's no pressure, they'll just keep it in their defensive third.
McGuire. All trying to find Shimmer. Can they break her free? Shimmer. That one going to be deflected out.
Balashaitis did well to come across there. Balashaitis came across with Shimmer.
That one very close to being a corner.
Mayo with the throw.
It was deep. Shimmer. And again, Centennial will bounce it out.
Oh, well played there by Hilton, looking for Porter.
Here comes Porter. Can she get the hat trick?
Oh my word, that's a...
And going to be tripped up. Let's see if we see a yellow card here.
I think we will. Porter was off to the races. Oh, definitely, look at that.
And we do see a yellow card going to be issued on Megan Elam.
She'll have to be replaced. Isabella Kane coming back in. Interested to see if she goes to centre back, or they'll make another change and have her at left back.
Number 6, Isabella Kane.
Now Courtney Kovac.
Looking for Becker on the far post. Good press there by Ellie Street. Ellie Street's done well there on Shimmer.
The pressure continues to mount on Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. Centennial, I mean, is coming out relaxed. They've gotten their game out, and of course they've gotten a couple of goals already by Avery Porter. The multi-sport athlete trying to carry her team to a state championship. Of course, outstanding in track and basketball. Can play volleyball, but is involved with a lot of other activities. Otherwise, she'd be on that volleyball team, too.
I coach her at club as well. She's unbelievable. She had an injury last year, but she was at everything, every single training session. Never missed. Her commitment level is of high priority.
Now the Lynx trying to gain it back. Just have not been able to advance the ball.
Yeah, they just can't seem to break down the Jaguars. Who are holding strong with, you know, Becker in the midfield. Becker, Kroska, and Pennington dictating the pace. Again, when we look at this, maybe pull one of the 7 or 11s and play, change the shape to a 4-4-2 and play with a diamond, just to overload the midfield.
This one will stay with Centennial. This is Hilton. And guess what? Another opportunity here for Centennial.
Sash going up to take the throw in.
And Sash, who's been such a contributor to this team this year, involved in on that play, and is very slow to get up.
Just looking at this again, I mean, the ball stuck in between the feet, and Sash goes down.
She's playing with a broken toe.
Broken toe, and it looks like she got a little clip in the head, but she's okay. Strong, very strong. Also very, very committed athlete. Oh, lovely pass there by Kovacs to Street. Katie Compton, look at that.
The Jags with Compton towards the net, centers it, and the shot hauled in. Getting a point-blank look was McKenna Hilton.
But looking at Vanderveer, she stayed on her feet, stayed, and waited to the last second. I thought McKenna Hilton was going to have that. What I can't understand is why she wasn't picked up early. That she had a center back, or she had a defender behind her, should have picked her up.
Take a look at this.
Katie Compton, beautiful, driving through. But there, that defender should have come in earlier. You gotta commit yourself. Well done to Vanderveer. Held her ground.
And getting some action there was Kate Bergen.
Bergen's enjoying herself right now, to be honest with you. She was busy the other day in the semi-finals.
Boy, Lincoln just looking for that nudge or that opportunity as we're nearing the end of the first half. Centennial has just not given them that chance.
Nice composure there by Bergen. Just playing it back out to Shaitis. Putting Becker under pressure.
And the shot just went wide right by Shimmer.
That's what they've got to be careful of, is giving the ball away in their third of the field. Just those little chances there. Randall pouncing onto the loose ball. Avery Lewis is coming for Sash. Sash is just off the field to the side on our near side. Deep down in the half. Hopefully she's all right. She did take a knock to her head.
To see if prognosis against Centennial using that speed to the outside. That's Compton.
Just look at Porter making that run into the box.
A lot of contact as that ball was right on the end line.
Up for a corner,
yep.
As we look here. Katie Compton just protecting the ball. Turns around and puts her hands up and says, I didn't do anything wrong there. Just wanted to get myself a corner. Looks like Lewis is stepping up.
Yeah, Avery Lewis.
I see Avery Porter on the far post, totally unmarked, looking to make that run in eventually.
Oh, what a play by the keeper in Savannah Vanderwerf.
I tell you what, she did really well. They timed it just in the air, both hands to it, and then look for the quick counter-attack, looking for Shimmer.
Think about this. Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln must be a little shell-shocked here. They have not given up a goal all state tournament, all tournament long, and now they're down 2-0. As you see, Vanderwerf come up with the big save.
But we all know that 2 goals is nothing. It takes 1 goal from Council Bluffs. They're back in this game. And momentum swings, little momentum swings, it'll go their way. So Centennial need to be very, very cautious in the way they play.
McGuire trying to lean that one in. Here's an opportunity for Shimmer, and this one's going to be out. No deflection. And a goal kick here coming up for Centennial.
The ball played in was perfect. Went over Belashaitis, and then Ellie Street didn't quite get to it, but the angle was just off there for Shimmer. Didn't really have that chance on goal, but actually tried to get the ball across and overhead it up for a goal kick.
See if Abraham Lincoln can take advantage. 1:20 to play.
Pennington and Porter stepping up really quickly.
Porter able to knock that one back down the field. With just a lot of pressure on the ball by McKenna Hilton. Hilton again ready to go to work. Martinez Rangel might have toned her down a little bit. That's one way to slow down Centennial.
Avery Porter has been moved into the midfield. And as you saw earlier, Porter and Pennington starting that counter-attack by putting pressure on Rangel.
Kovac with the lob down.
Offside on the far side there.
Yep.
Compton actually started a run too early. Council Bluffs looking to start play quickly.
Yeah, and that will be the end of the first half. 2-0 Centennial. How about this? Porter coming through in a big way with a couple of goals to lead the Jags. They lead it 2-0 through the first 40 minutes of play. You're watching the 3A State Championship here on Iowa PBS.
I'm a home cook. It's hard to be in this competitive element, but I'm ready to share my family's food with the judges.
It's one thing to cook at home, and it's another thing to cook in a competition.
Feeling pretty excited to be able to show any home cook from any background has recipes to share with the world.
The Great American Recipe is literally the search for just that. It's what America is on a plate, and it represents that tapestry that we all weave together through food.
It's this uplifting competition series that brings together home cooks from all over the United States, each with their own unique backgrounds and stories.
I'm from the Northeast.
I grew up in the Midwest.
Portland, Oregon.
Providence, Rhode Island.
San Luis Obispo, California.
I'm from the South in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's a wonderful mix of traditions and cultures.
It's great to not only taste, but hear the stories behind the food.
This is a complete homage to my mom. She always had some form of cookie in our home. When I make these cookies, I feel like my mom is there.
I absolutely love it.
They really want to do their recipes proud.
This smells so good.
And to make sure that they're representing the best recipes that they can put forth.
They're bringing it. The presentations are incredible. The flavor profiles are all over the map. And it's really, really good.
This calamari is popping.
It's always a challenge to cook outside of your comfort zone. And even though it's PBS, where you think everyone's a winner, there is only one.
I just think the bonds that we've already made will be fortified, and we'll go forward to, be real good friends.
Very great.
Speak for yourself.
It's really something very positive. We're trying to help them bring out the best of what they do.
I hope that viewers understand how great and diverse America is. Everybody has their own story because we're all on a journey, and to hear it come through food is just a beautiful thing.
Coming to Iowa PBS, June 24th.
It's a 2-0 lead for Centennial on Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. We are in the 3A State Championship match. Iowa PBS profiles the experiences and perspectives of Iowans in our ongoing series in their words. Join us as we sit down now with gymnast Kevin Chow.
I'm Kevin Chow, and I am a student and an athlete. I am an all-around gymnast, and that means that I compete in all 6 apparatus. I enjoy pommel horse the most because I think it's the one that is the most unique, and also it's the most challenging event. And I think that by pushing myself more on that one, I have something unique to myself that I can show to all the people who want to watch the sport.
And your champion with a 26.55 from Chow's of Iowa, Kevin Chow.
So I was always a really creative kid when I was little. I always used to like sit in the back of the class and read books and just sort of zone out. And eventually I sort of joined the gym program. I started out in our lowest level of classes. And so those are where the parents and the toddler are like doing basic stretching and conditioning with each other. Eventually, I joined the gymnastics team that we have here at CHAZ, and that became something that I really got engrossed with because all the people are all really like-minded. I soon found out that all of these kids are just tryhards, and I was like, I'm one of them. And so we all push each other, and we have like friendly rivalries, and all of it just builds up, and you have this really good culture where everyone's improving on their own, and everyone is just supportive and competitive, and it's really nice. Nice. Now I'm currently a level 10 here on the team, and the next goal would probably be collegiate gymnastics in NCAA. I definitely think that creativity has a really big part in everything that I do. I've had about 10 years of piano training. I really like music because there's a really big experimentation aspect of it. It's just all good fun, I think. Being an artist and a musician is also really important to who I am personally because it's a way of communicating to people that is really universal and is really well understood by everyone. Right now, my academics are what's most important to me because I feel like it gives me the most outlets for me to go and help people out in my community. I think my biggest achievement was finishing last semester with a weighted GPA of 4.9. And I think what really got me to that point was really supportive teachers and also having really supportive friends who also would push me to become the best that I can. I think my activities sort of balance each other out. For example, my physics classes, all of gymnastics is physics. And so it's funny, for most of my life, I didn't have a sort of like physics mindset going into it, and I took the class. And it was like suddenly in midair, I'd just be like, oh, my center of mass is right here. If I shift it above my balance point, boom, I stick it. And it's just a really cool feeling. The people who really inspire me are my coaches, and especially my current coach, who has really helped me improve as a person. My parents are both really positive influences on who I am today, and they really help push and inspire me. I think what I enjoy the most about gymnastics is the constant challenges that come from it, and thinking of ways to overcome those challenges. Good job. So in gymnastics, there's obviously a lot of setbacks, and not just like regular, like I can't do the setbacks, but sometimes it's actually like I get injured setbacks. And so a big example of that is at US Nationals last year when I had one of the nastiest falls in my career, and somehow that routine still propelled me to finals. And during finals, I just had to pull through, and I became one of the top 2 pommel horse gymnasts in the nation. Every time you compete is a new opportunity for you to prove yourself, and I think it's important to realize that and also not to let your ego get in the way of who you want to be. And so even if you fall, it's important to pick yourself back up and to just try again and get at it. In terms of goals, ultimately, I think I want to use the skills and the knowledge that I've learned so far to help those in the community around me.
He's lost a good deal of blood.
It was Mussolini's thugs.
So?
Good job. I guess you haven't seen skin like mine before, have you?
I really think we should be friends.
But friends don't blackmail one another.
Is everything all right?
Stop worrying.
No one notices me.
It's because you're hiding. You can't be afraid to show them what you got or what you want.
Coming to Iowa PBS, June 19th.
They defined a generation.
Oh, I believe in yes.
They changed the world with their music.
Here comes the sun.
The Fab Four. The ultimate tribute is next.
Coming to Iowa PBS, June 11th.
Direct.
It's a 2-0 lead for Ankeny Centennial as we played one half of soccer here at County Field. Hope you're enjoying this one on Iowa PBS. As we take a look at the first half highlights here, it was dominated, as you would figure, by Centennial.
Yes, it was. Yeah, you see Pennington. Van der Werf with another save. Porter with this was the goal, the give and go. Deflection, Porter, what an absolute worldie into the top corner. Porter again coming in far post, placement. Again, this time with her left foot. She's dominantly a right-footed player. Kenna Hilton should have done better with that, but Van der Werf kept her ground and saved.
Well, the pressure certainly has been on today for Centennial offensively. This is a much different team than what we've seen throughout most of the year. We can say the same, though, for Council Bluffs' Abraham Lincoln. How do the two turn it around here?
I think Centennial just need to keep playing the way they're playing. They're not being pressed at the back, so the two center halves are able to play the ball amongst each other. But Council Bluffs need to go direct. They have to.
Should take a look at the statistics of the shots. 8 for the Jags. And you see the aggressiveness paying off with a 2-0 lead.
Most definitely, you can see with the 8 shots on goal, 2 goals. Huge difference here in the first half. Abraham Lincoln fans are still in it, as you can see. Some of those lads need to still go to the gym.
They'll find one on the way home.
I'm sure they will.
So here we go. Centennial trying to pick up the pace where they were at. They're going to loft one out for Porter again. Porter, who's been so dangerous today. That one going to be deflected out, and a corner kick here coming up for Centennial.
Yep, Avery Porter straight back at it. Mayo just kicking the ball out for a corner. Looks like Avery Lewis stepping up to take the corner, left-footed. They're very dangerous, Centennial, on the corner kicks. They look for Becker, they look for Ella Street.
Now this one will be sent the wrong direction in front of the net. There is a wind here, ever so gently though, right at 9 miles an hour at game time. Straight out of the south. Really a huge non-factor today. Now ready to lean into it is Pennington. Van der Werf.
Van der Werf's technique, very good there. Just dropping the one knee down, not putting it on the ground, able to smother the ball and move forward, looking for a counter-attack. There's the run on the outside, far left by Smith, Avery Lewis.
Becker. Down deep to Kroska. Kroska, centers, header, just wide right. Oh my.
That was brilliant there by Krosko. What an absolutely fantastic cross. As you look at this now coming up, Krosko beating a defender. Cross comes in. Pennington perfectly. It was perfectly guided onto her head. Heads wide.
That close for Pennington. Now take a look at Shimmer. Ball headed back up. Pennington will try to clear it.
Lewis did enough on that clearance earlier. Just got enough on it.
Going back into the game after receiving the yellow card was Paige Bracker. They're at midfield trying to find the pass ahead, but again, Centennial defensively. They have Abraham Lincoln well scouted today. And Centennial will go with the throw.
You know, having played them earlier on in the season and losing, to watching probably the film from the other day of their game against the Hawkettes, Chris Allen's probably done his job. I know there's some individual players in this team as well that they spend their time scouting the opposition, scouting individual players and the opponents, finding out their weak tendencies and starting to work on that.
Corner kick here coming up for Centennial.
Avery Lewis running from a left back to come take the corner.
Talk about riding the momentum. Beating Valley, the top-ranked team, in the semifinals on penalty kicks. That momentum has really carried over to this one here in the championship game. Centennial with the corner. Oh, just missed it with the toe, did Kovacs.
Kovacs came through with a right foot, putting a right toe to the ball. I thought she was going to come across the ball with a left foot side and the inside of the foot. Might have had a better option there, but you got to make quick decisions when in those moments.
Porter has had the golden toe today, and it will stay with Centennial.
Golden glow, golden touch, golden boot. 2 goals so far.
So far. Pennington shot. Ricocheted up.
It's blocked there by Megan Neelan.
Here's Bracker trying to win the ball. Jaguars say no with Compton. No whistle.
Referee says play on. It's quite interesting how the both center halves for Council Bluffs Lincoln, Megan Elam and Bracker, they carry on chasing. They never really just win it, pass, and go back into position. They just carry on going. And both of them were out of position there, but luckily they had 2 players step in and cover them.
Coming into the game, Abraham Lincoln seated 2nd. Centennial coming into the tournament was seated 5th. As we'll see a goal kick here coming up.
See Ellis Street now pushing forward on the overlap. Just in the switch of players, switched. That forces Shimmer into a deeper defending position, which is not really where she wants to be.
Now it's a foot race to the ball. Abe Lincoln will win that one, and we will see a foul call.
Looks like it's Megan Elam. Goes across to win it. I tell you what, these center backs are going into the wide areas to win the ball in the left back and right back positions that I've noticed. Looks like McKenna Hilton's going to come back in. And there's Katie Compton. Yes, it is. Yep. Ava Martin will move into the 9, and I see Hilton coming across to play in the 7. Down on the near side, right-hand side going forward, and Avery Porter will stay on the far side.
One player we haven't seen back in a while has been Izzy Sash. She went out with an injury towards the end of the first half for Ankeny Centennial.
I think it was a head injury. I saw her just after the half down on our bottom end here, and I think she was being assessed. So as soon as we get word, we can update you.
Oh, look at the play made by Hilton in space. Quick one-hopper for Vanderwerf.
If she just got enough bend on there, Ava Martin was in a position, a really good position, unmarked in front of the defender.
Let's see if Abe Lincoln can gain the momentum here. It's something that's been missing all game long here so far. Paige Bracker will try to get it started here. Bracker going deep. Out in front of the net, that Shimmer gave it a one-timer. It was denied by Centennial.
Yeah, Shimmer turning onto her favored right foot. Didn't quite get enough on it. Kovacs did enough, though.
Abraham Lincoln making history, playing in their first ever state championship match. Trying to bring home their first ever team title for the school. They've got a big hole to dig themselves out of here, down 2-0. 10 minutes in to the second half.
Brooke Compton coming in at the 9, I would say. That's the sister of Katie Compton. And Ava Martin has taken a break. Hilton just kicking it up for a goal kick.
And again, Abe Lincoln going to their bench.
Allison Smith, Santon, and Liliana Bates have come into the game.
Substitutions for the Lynx. Number 5, Allison Smith. Number 13, Haley Salmon. And number 22, Liliana Bates.
Bevy of activity. And again, just the power from Ankeny Centennial's Avery Lewis. She mentioned one of those substitutes, just a very strong player. Adding to that deep bench for head coach Chris Allen.
But that touch from Porter with the outside of her foot to get Avery Lewis into the game on the far side. Great little combination, understanding of the two players on the left-hand side.
Stanton, cross midfield, again, Centennial there with Becker. Hilton. He's just been attacking on this right side. What a battle for the ball. And now a foul call. This is on Hilton.
Smith actually did very well there, shielding the ball. Just getting in front of Hilton. Did well, yeah. Fair enough. Kind of just a little shove in the back. Nothing too malicious, though.
And again, Centennial will bide their time here. Position that Abraham Lincoln's only been in once this year. as they played out-of-state competition against Bryan High School out of Omaha, in which they ended up losing that game 3-0. They really scheduled up this season. Or Scott High School, I beg your pardon.
Centennial playing really quick when they get the ball. One-touch passes. They like playing these lovely balls around the corner. Seeing the pass and playing it. The speed of actions are really, really clinical right now.
Porter trying to work with it. This will stay with Ankeny Centennial. Trying to win a championship yet again. Would be their third in school history for soccer. And when you think about it, you know, Centennial, Ankeny High, what great athletics they have with this shot that goes up over the net by Pennington.
Pennington could have gone down there, stayed on her feet, just a little bit too much on the shot. Aubrey Macumba comes in, and Mackenzie Varman wearing jersey number 12.
When will the Lynx make some adjustments to try to do something offensive, which is going to expose their defense here?
Yeah, yes, it is. Definitely. But if they go 3 at the back, Centennial might have to adjust. I think if they go, they have to go at least 2 straight down the middle. I would get Shimmer and I would get Bates playing closer together, putting pressure on the 2 center backs, because the 2 center backs, Balashaitis and Kovacs, they're loving the game right now compared to the other day, loving it. They've got control. Street's got control. And Avery Lewis have control. So they're controlling the ball off the game. And in possession, they're just enjoying it. They're playing it square. They're finding the passing lanes. They're having moments of fun right now. So that's what I would do. I would change it up. And I'll probably push another midfielder higher up the field, just underneath them, just to pick up the first ball and support them in possession.
This will go to Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln.
Anna, the second AR on our near side, doing a wonderful job down there.
And a foul.
It's well played there by Krosko. As we look at this coming up, Krosko did really well there. Just pulled aside, pushed the ball away, rode the tackle, goes down, wins a free kick.
Allison Smith with the infraction. Deep kick. And that header looked like, Justin, it could have been an own goal had that one been.
I was very surprised at the marking, to be honest with you. I mean, Gabby Lawrence wearing jersey number 10 had just loads of space. As we see Avery Porter going out and Katie Compton coming back into the game. And then Ella Hudacek has come into the game here for Centennial. Hudacek wearing jersey number 9. I think she's in it left back.
Stays with Centennial.
Centennial, they're controlling the game at this point. And I'm just wondering when Centennial are gonna, Council Bluffs are gonna make this change. They have to take risks now. It's the championship game. What a lovely ball in there around the corner looking for Becca of Belashanitis.
Just the passing today has been so good for Centennial. And really the turning point of the season was a loss after they had lost to Valley. Things seemingly got back on track for Centennial. They had a tight loss to Ankeny towards the end of the regular season.
Yep.
But this team regrouped in a big way.
But they're shining when it counts.
Right.
And right now it counts. We've still got 22 minutes to go though, BJ. Anything can happen, but right now they're controlling the game in possession. Council Bluffs aren't really manipulating the game out of possession. There's too many passing lanes. The Centennial are able to play the ball through the passing lanes. And this is what they're enjoying right now. They didn't have this enjoyment the other day.
Since the Lynx are wearing blue, do they have a little Manchester City heroics in them? We'll find out.
It's not quite the light blue of Manchester City, and I think that's the difference here. Don't put on the red of Manchester, because they are terrible.
Shimmer still couldn't get the angle. And you think about the opening moments of the game when Shimmer jetted out, had an opportunity, and since then she's been quiet.
Well, I thought, whoa, okay, we're in for it today, you know. And then it was the 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and she's gone quiet. But credit to Ellie Street. Ellie Street's done a great job on her. She's been given a job, and she's done it so far. But she's got another 21 minutes coming up.
Looks like we're going to pause for substitutions.
Piper McGuire's coming in, and Shimmer is now going off. McGuire coming to the left-hand side. Now, Ellie Street thinks I'm having a little bit of a rest here, but she's not, because McGuire is also a tough player, very quick. Very, very quick. Nice advantage here by the ref. Square ball, very dangerous across the boxes. Very, very dangerous, but it was cleared, and looks like a throw in here for Centennial. That's a good challenge there by Pennington.
Halfway through the second half. Still 2-0. The 2 goals scored early on in the game. Avery Porter holding up.
Porter back into the game. Ava Martin's back in. And Katie Compton. Trista Baker is back in for Council Bluffs.
Oh, that one mishit.
Council Bluffs have 2 up front, but there's still 4 white jerseys in areas to win the ball. Ella Becker out of your screen is just sitting in the space in front of the center circle. As you can see, that's her positioning to come in and win the ball. Straight back in. Great advantage, though.
This one left in front of net, but scooped up by Vanderwerf.
Council Bluffs should maybe just position a player out of that area, just somewhere close to where Ella Becker is. This is the time to do it. They have to do it. Looks like a push in the back.
Couple of them.
Those are just dropping to the ground.
Ava Martin whistled for the foul.
Ava Martin, the freshman. Yeah, definitely a foul. Ball fell kindly for her, but no, the referee said free kick. Good decision.
Ava Martin with 2 goals scored here at the state tournament.
McGuire and Street.
And Street says, got this. Ready for her all-tournament team selection, you would figure.
Yeah, absolutely. Deservedly. Oh, Best United, be careful there. Nearly giving the ball away. Can't get too casual. Oh, the defender wasn't close enough there. Brecker. She had to get tighter there to Ava Martin. Speaking of centre backs, here's the other one for Council Bluffs. Megan Elam.
I don't know if we're trying to see calls get baited, but we've seen a lot of players hitting the grass. Here.
Yeah, just looking for options. And because they're holding on to the ball, the decision-making, they're under pressure because they have no supporting options. Nice little touch into space. You see, not enough. Ella Becker was close. Centennial quite content with this right now because there's a little lull in the game. And I think with about 10, 12 minutes to go, you'll see some energy.
And it looks like the Lynx are going to go back to their bench. Shimmer has been sitting there for a little bit. I think at the end of the first half, they went with the tandem McGuire and Shimmer. Both explosive players. Let's see if we might see something there and make some of the adjustments that you were talking about. But Centennial with an opportunity here with a free kick.
Yeah, they'll need to get Shimmer back into the game soon. She just hasn't impacted the game so far in the first 5 minutes. She did, and that was it.
Here's Pennington. Right into the wall.
Look at Pennington's recovery to come back after the free kick and just intercept the pass going into Bates from McGuire. Becker like a sprinkler there in the middle of the park, just spraying the ball around.
Pennington. Again, the passing looking good. Now with an opportunity, Centennial.
Katie Compton just stepping on the ball, but she was gone past the defender.
Again, a tremendous amount of contact. Now we do have a whistle.
Kovacs driving forward from center back position. Had the space in front of her, as you look here. Gets past, little shove in the back, but yeah, that's definitely a free kick. Then there, I think it was the initial push in the back.
Here's a free kick. And a corner kick will be coming up.
It's a great free kick out there on the far side from Kovac. She's going to stay up there, wants to go forward. Looks like Avery Lewis again going to come across. The corner kick specialist. You got Ella Becker far post, Street also far post, Katie Compton, and Kovacs. Kovacs deserves a goal, so does Street after
all that work.
Yeah.
So here we go with the corner. Lewis. And Vanderwerf able to intercept that.
Well taken there by Vanderwerf. Not an easy one to save.
With the Lynx in a dire need here to make a difference, to get back into the game, needing a goal.
Street gets clattered into the tripod, wins a free kick, and looks like McGuire's going to get a yellow card. It was late. No, but she should have been more disciplined because this isn't the time for her. They need her in the field. Yeah, definitely a late tackle. Ball was out already as well. That's just sheer frustration. See Simmons coming back in as well. I saw her out there. Shimmer.
This is Jasmine Martinez-Rangel who will come in.
Officiating's been good today. Very consistent. I mean, I have no complaints.
Well, if you wanted to, you can join the club with a lot of people. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is looking for officials.
And they need them. They need them, BJ. I mean, you know, over the years, not many of these kids are coming out to go through the officiating training and that. A lot of them are scared. They, you know, obviously with the screaming and shouting, the abuse they get from the fans and coaches. You know, these are moments we need them. We have to help them. We need the officials. It's all part of the development.
Games have been canceled, different parts of the state at different times.
And I've been a part of that as well, you know, I mean, but we've had to maybe do the line. And when I do it, when I'm coaching, me and the other coach will discuss, and we'll just be honest when the ball goes out and let the ref the game, and we don't really complain. We want to help.
Right. So here we go, free kick after the foul. Lots of space here for Centennial as they stretch the field.
Ella shot is well played there. Ella Becker gets her head up, looks to her right, sees pressure coming in, doesn't play, just keeps it simple. I see White coming in she came in for Centennial. Oh, it was Gabby Lawrence, actually. She's gone into center forward position.
Bennington has been all over the field today. Now we're getting to the waning moments. When will the Lynx make that push? Can they make that push?
Oh, that's offside.
Well ahead of the play that time was White.
Yeah, White wearing jersey number 20. Just came into the game playing number 9 high up the field, stretching the line. First appearance of the match. Chris Allen looks like he's trying to get players in just to give them that experience for a couple of minutes.
Well, he knew he graduated a lot last year. That made it all the way to the semifinals. And now, what everybody might have thought it was a rebuilding year, turns out to be a championship year.
Isn't that something? How it goes. Katie Compton.
Here's the player of the game so far, Porter.
It's good defending there by Meganette Elam. Porter with a golden touch, the golden goals, 2 within 5 minutes.
And it was the second one that people will remember with the left foot, and there's the attempt at the net, but Vanderwerf absorbing contact, able to take it.
That was White coming in. Vanderwerf did really well there, actually. Really good in the air. I like the way she's just dominant in a penalty box. Something must have been said here.
And I think it came from the keeper.
She's getting a card for that. She has to go off the field.
Uh-oh.
I did notice the other goalkeeper already lined up, ready to go. But she's wearing a luminous pink. Will that clash with the referee?
And so Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln will go to their backup keeper.
Be interested to see what was said, but look at the ball coming in. Vanderwerf did enough, had the ball in her hands. With the pressure coming from White. And then Vanderwerf must have said something to the referee.
And Centennial will come into the game with another keeper. So Tegan Hall, the senior, will get an opportunity to be at net. Coming in for Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln is Shelby Lee.
Tegan Hall's had 369 minutes so far this season. So
Substitutions for Jaguars, number 0, Tegan Hall. And for the Lynx, number 0, Shelby Lee.
But, you know, you think about Tegan Hall and how talented this team is for Centennial. Tegan Hall does not start at net, but she's going to be going on to play college soccer at Indian Hills. Talk about depth.
great opportunity as well. Yeah, talk about depth. I mean, she hasn't played that much. Kate Bergen, you know, is the better goalkeeper. But I'm glad to see Tegan Hall in here, the senior, giving her some moments and some minutes in this championship final. There's the center back out of position. Council Bluffs.
And again, it has been Centennial's day here. In the 1A championship, Des Moines Christian bested Davenport Assumption as Rangel will challenge Hall.
Well, that was a chance, actually. It was a good ball played in. Rangel just managed to get there, but just didn't quite connect. She was off balance.
In the 2A title game, Dallas Center Grimes completes the undefeated season with a 2-0 win over Waverly Shell Rock. And here in the 3A title game, Centennial with a couple of goals in the early moments by Avery Porter. The difference in this one.
Yeah, Pennington, Becker also the difference. Just breaking up players, the balls, as Council Bluffs try to play the ball forward. I mean, they're in positions where they're just picking it up and passing it out. The movement to going forward, opening up the area as we see a substitution coming in.
Each team trying to get some new players in there to have that experience.
Addison Fair coming in. Played a little bit against Valley the other day. Isabella Kane has come back into the game. Lexi Mayo. Number 17, Shimmer. 21, Abby Evers. And now number 22, Liliana Bates. So Council Bluffs, the Lynx from Council Bluffs, are really going to go for it in the last 7 minutes. Looks like Bates has gone down after that challenge with Kovacs. Shelby Lee. And Becker decides to give it back to her. Moments of rest. Here's the substitute.
The opportunity, and it's going to be deflected out. Oh, no deflection.
Looking at that again. Oh, quite. Yeah, it was going wide. Looked like there was a deflection there from the goalkeeper, Shelby Lee. Maguire coming back into the game after spending 5 minutes after a yellow card. Scheitis cleaning up there.
This will stay with the Lynx.
Yeah, looking for Bates, but Kovacs, the combination at the back with Belashaitis and Kovacs has been absolutely brilliant. There's Pennington.
Still cannot get past that back wall.
Pennington not happy taking one in the gut from Kovacs, trying to clear the ball. The referees tending to Kovacs. Well, the Lynx are trying to get the game going.
I think Kovacs, or Pennington, excuse me, will get a substitution.
He's had a wonderful game, Pennington. She finds those little pockets of space in the half space off at angles. Ella Hudacek is coming in. Hudacek was carrying an injury. I just hope she doesn't make it worse, but she's back in the game on the left-hand side.
Foul called on Lewis Abraham Lincoln.
Some frustration building in. 2-0 down. They'll start lashing out. Centennial players need to take care of themselves and manage the game. Even though their side's 2-0 down, they're enjoying the moment. Avery Porter, good tackle there.
Porter was off to the races yet again. So 2-0 our score, nearing the 4-minute mark to play. Centennial has owned it from the opener.
Just doing enough to keep the ball by pressing deep inside Council Bluffs half. I'd say more of a missed kick there by Lewis. Katie Compton has dropped into the midfield to pick up the ball. Deceptively quick, just glides past defenders.
Justin, what a quick season of high school soccer. You think of the weather, what they've had to play through. As you see that Van der Werf is coming back into the contest. But what a year it's been. Again, we're seeing more players in the state of Iowa going to that next level.
Yeah, the competition has just been absolutely fantastic. You look at the 1A. You know, we look at how the standard has increased every single year to the 2A, to the 3A. The 3 finals today have been absolutely brilliant. The quality of players, the technique, it's most certainly improved. And what we put that down to is the amount of young ladies starting from the age of 6 all the way to 19 that are playing soccer, and there's more and more as the communities are growing. You look at Ankeny, you look at Waukee, all those areas are growing, and these kids are just loving the game. And their siblings are out here watching. You know, as we look at Shimmer down the right, we'll win a corner. You know, she's been contained, but, you know, going back to that, it's the growth is phenomenal. The national team winning World Cups. All these kids are inspired. But looking at the 1A, 2A, and 3A, it looks like all the championships are staying in the Des Moines area this time around.
This might be the last gasp. Here's the corner. And the header missed. What a pile in the middle. And a lot of players slow to get up. It'll stay with Abraham Lincoln.
Shimmer, one of those. Bates was the other one.
And Centennial trying to figure out a way to clock this one the rest of the way. As we're nearing that minute mark. And the Jags looking for another title. It'll be the first time if something happens here that they would have been able to shut out an opponent in the championship match. Their other victories coming against Iowa City West and, of course, the crosstown rival Ankeny in 2018. And today, it's Victory Day. And look at Avery Porter. Falls down on the ball, tries to stay with it.
Got clipped though.
And with 30 seconds remaining, Porter telling everybody, get on your feet. 20 minutes into the game, scored the game's first goal. And then 2 minutes later, scored the next one. Assisted by Martin on the first, Compton on the second. And it is celebration time for Ankeny Centennial. As the clock winds down, a team that built itself into an experienced winner. And they've done it. Centennial is your 3A champ.
Well, the fireworks are going off in Ankeny right now, north of the railway tracks.
Ankeny Centennial besting Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln to win the 3A crown. What a run, though, for Abraham Lincoln to get into their school's first ever state championship game or match by getting to this point. But today was Centennial's day. Great game plan by Chris Allen and his
Staff, I tell you what, yeah, definitely was a great game plan, especially with Shimmer. Marked out the game. Ellie Street, fantastic job. The whole team, Centennial, were absolutely outstanding today. Came into this game, planned well. Everything went their way.
So that caps off the championship day with Centennial winning the 3A title game. In 1A, it was Des Moines Christian over Assumption 1-0. Dallas Center Grimes besting Waverly Shellrock 2-0. And now in the 3A championship, Centennial a 2-0 winner over Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. What a tournament all the way through. And of course, our championship games were that. They felt like championship games.
Yes, they did. Absolutely. All three of them were championship games. Centennial winning today after losing to all three of the opposition throughout this tournament in the quarters, semis, and finals. Losing to them, the hat trick has happened, and my prediction was right. I did say 2-0. 0.
Spot on. Spot on. Cheerio. So 2-0, we're waiting for the all-tournament team to be announced. And what a selection this is going to be. Let's turn it over to today's public address announcer, Rex Baker, for the announcement of the all-tournament team.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to direct your attention to the field for the awards presentation. Presenting the awards are members of the Girls Union staff and Ron Fodness from the IGHSAU Board of Directors. Presenting the all-tournament team awards is Jackie Gilo from the Iowa High School Soccer Coaches Association. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Class 3A all-tournament team. From Ankeny Centennial, Kate Bergen. From Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, Paige Brocker. From West Des Moines Valley, Anna Van Weingarten. From Ankeny, Eden Gibson. From West Des Moines Valley, Brooklyn Butoff. From Ankeny, Kennedy Mackey. From Ankeny Centennial, Elena Pennington. From Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, Lexi Mayo. From Ankeny Centennial, Avery Porter. From Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, Hannah Schemmer. And ladies and gentlemen, the captain of your 3A all-tournament team, from Ankeny Centennial, Courtney Kovac.
So there's your all-tournament team. Courtney Kovac named the all-tournament team captain as Centennial wins the 3A championship 2-0 over Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. And all-tournament team, there was a lot of people that could have been selected. These were the ones that were chosen. Courtney Kovac, very deserving of being named the all-tournament team captain.
Yeah, very much so. I covered one of their games earlier on, and you know, in the semifinals. And Kovac's in the semifinal was absolutely unbelievable. Took care of Van Weingarten and the attacking forces. But you know, that could have gone to any of the other players as well in that Centennial team. I mean, you got Ella Street, Belashaitis, all played well, but Kovacs went through a lot, deservedly so, is the captain of the all-conference team, but proud of her performance, deserves it.
Time now to hand out the hardware as the championships are presented.
And now for the trophy presentation. In addition to receiving medallions, each player will receive commemorative soccer balls provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Ladies and gentlemen, the Class 3A runner-up, Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln and head coach Robbie Miller. And your 2022 Class 3A champions, the Jaguars from Ankeny Centennial and head coach Chris Allen.
Congratulations to Ankeny Centennial, the school's third ever soccer title. Chris Allen told his team, defense wins championships. They had it all tournament long.
They absolutely did, and they've done a good job. They've stuck to the plan. They scored the goals when they're vital. Tough semi-final penalty shootout. Abe Porter with the 2 goals here in the final to solidify this match.
Well, your winners in the state championships today, Des Moines Christian in 1A, Dallas Center Grimes in 2A, and winning the 3A state championship is Ankeny Centennial. I want to remind you we've got more high school championships coming your way in July with the state softball tournament in Fort Dodge. For Justin Forster, I'm BJ Shaven saying so long here from Des Moines as you've been watching the state championships here on Iowa PBS.
Funding provided by...
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we're committed to our foundation of personalized service while treating our customers like family and valuing our employees. Fairway Meat and Grocery, that's what we're all about.
By Muscle Lighting, the sports lighting specialists, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
Small businesses are the backbone of Iowa's communities, and they are backed by Iowa banks. With advice, loans, and financial services, banks across Iowa are committed to showing small businesses the way to a stronger tomorrow. Learn more at iowabankers.com.